boy. Okay, we're getting back in the saddle with some of these ration reviews. For those of you that follow me on Instagram know that I had to take back off to Seattle to deal with another family emergency. And yeah, so now I'm back. I watched Steve and another MRE reviewer, name not found, do one of these ration reviews, and this is it's an IRP-BS, or for Russians it's a PRI-SC, and here go the dogs. And this is menu number 1. It's a very, very lightweight version. I guess it's their version of like a patrol ration food packet. It's all dehydrated, reconstituted with water. And let's check this thing out. Now these things are pretty darn fresh. You can see this thing is lasting till, of course, November of next year. It's got a nice little carry handle so you can hang on to it. And there is a zip seal right here. However, it is heat sealed underneath of that zip seal. And we're going to see if we are able to open it and get that seal open. It looks like we were able to do it. No, we weren't. It busted through the backside. Well, let me get this thing open real quick and we can check out the contents. At least we are still able to seal this a little bit and able to use this bag to carry some water if need be. Let's check this stuff out. Alright. Okay, as of yet I don't have any of this translated, but just by feeling this I know this is the jam. These are like little moist towelettes. That's a main, that's a main, and that is a main. I'll figure out what these are real quick. And we get a package of crackers. 3 sugars. Of course, some honey. There's some pepper. There's some salt. 2 bags of tea. And oddly enough, a Nescafe. I really like the other type of tea or coffee that you get with those in the regular IRPs. Another thing of pepper, and looks like some powdered milk or some creamer. Let me get these things translated real quick. Alright, this one is mashed potatoes with fried onions. And this one's the soup. It's got some meat. It's probably either chicken or beef. This one sounded like it's breakfast. It's buckwheat with vegetables. And then this one is pasta with meat and vegetables. And then, like I thought, this last one is a drink mix. It says drink concentrate mix. Alright, let's make the drinks. We got this sports drink or adaption drink, coffee, and then we'll make one of these teas. And we'll possibly use the powdered milk or creamer and the sugar. Alright, let's start off with the sports drink or adaption drink. It calls for 150 to 250 ml of water depending on your taste. This has a nice yellow lemony color. And of course some tea. If we could open up the packet. And then the coffee. Now the problem with the mains is I've got 3 of these and they all require water. Plus I also have that soup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare these real quick into this bowl before we place them on the tray. Okay, this is buckwheat with vegetables, and you can see this is one of the trials or tribulations from trying to use like Google Translate or something else. It doesn't always happen to provide you with the correct, exact translation. And also on these packets, I have looked everywhere, and there's nothing that says how much water you're supposed to put inside of these things. I've watched a few other reviews, and it's all pretty much guesswork. So I'll probably start with 50 milliliter and add up to 100 milliliter as required. Alright, so right here, this is 150 mil or about 3 ounces. And we're just going to put a little bit in this at a time. I'm trying not to turn this into a soup. Have it kind of thick so it will present well. And we ended up using probably about 140 ml of water, and that actually doesn't look too bad of a consistency. And you can see it's got some carrots, looks like some bell pepper in there, and it really has a stock kind of smell that is kind of probably a beef stock. It smells really hearty. It smells really good, in fact. Let's do the next main. Okay, this one says mashed potatoes with fried onions. I'm quite sure there's probably some more stuff in there. I think these are kind of designed so you can pour water directly into these pouches if you needed to, so you could eat them. But I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure just the way how the packaging is. Looks like standard potato flakes. It does have a slight onion type of smell. And just for clarification, I used 100 mil or about 3 ounces last time, not 150 mil. And because these are potatoes, I'm just going to put a little bit of this water in here at a time, because again, I don't want to bombard it. Definitely looks like we're going to need more water. And I would assume for the buckwheat, the more water that you put in there, the better it would be. It would help it reconstitute faster and easier. And again, this is like a reconnaissance type of ration, so it would be better for you and help you hydrate out in the field and all of that. Yeah, definitely need a little more. This is probably about a 200 mil amount of water for these mashed potatoes. But these things will definitely stick to your ribs. Let me get this thoroughly mixed in. Yeah, that's pretty neat. You can see the little chunks of fried onion in there. I'm sure that's going to be tasty. And this last one, this is the pasta meat with vegetables. Yep, and of course it's a fail. It doesn't want to open all the way up. Oh, you can see peas, noodles. Looks like little cubes of meat. Maybe a little bit of red pepper in there. It smells like with like some beef or vegetable stock in there, or vegetable powder. Very reminiscent of what you get like in a ramen type of noodle, except of course the noodles are minced quite a bit more. This is probably going to take about 150 mil of water, if not more. I've got 125 right here. We'll just add some in slowly, let it rehydrate, reconstitute. Let everything be a happy medium, just so it doesn't get too soupy, because we know that this will thicken up a tad. And then lastly, we got the soup with meat. And this can be as runny as we want, because it is soup. They all kind of smell the same, like the same kind of stock powder, like beef or vegetable. It's definitely not chicken. That one has a distinct smell. And since this is a soup, we're going to wake this thing up. There you go. That'll probably be enough water. And let's give this a nice mix. Okay, so right here we've got the buckwheat and vegetables. I'm assuming this is supposed to be your breakfast. The potatoes with the onions, and then we have the lovely pasta with meat and vegetables. You do not get any utensils with this. Fortunately, I still have some from a previous IRP of different versions. And of course, we've got our drinks over here. There were a few other things inside of here. Namely, we have some crackers. And these are very thick crackers, kind of like the special crackers that you would get in like the Polish kind of ration or Lithuanian ration. They're very thick. They are much denser than what you would get out of a regular IRP, at least in my opinion. However, they do seem kind of nice and soft to break, which that is always a plus. Now, if you also remember, I did toss the honey into some warm water. It looked like it kind of, sort of helped a little bit. And then we have some jam. I think this is apple jam. I'm not too sure, but we will find that out. Okay, let's try our buckwheat with vegetables. And I kind of like mine on the firmer side, so I didn't put as much water. It has completely reconstituted, which is nice. And you'll notice a theme in here. A lot of this stuff carries over to some of the other stuff. You got a little bit of carrot in there, a little bit of stock, and I really don't know what else because I really couldn't understand the ingredients because they were so small. We'll give that a try real quick. Now, it kind of is bland. It's not like you would get one in the regular IRP when it's got all that lovely grease and stuff to help move it along. So this one would definitely require the help of some salt and pepper. Let's try these potatoes with fried onions. And it's got some green seasoning in there, possibly parsley or something else to that effect. And the fried onions have constituted really nicely, and it adds a little, not just a crunchy bit, but a little chewy bit in there as well, which is quite pleasing. And seeing how I had a major fail of mashed potatoes in just a few reviews ago, it was nice to know that I'm able to redeem myself. But I guess I'm going to need this for the next one. Yeah, potatoes are always good. Then we have the pasta with meat and vegetables. Again, we have more carrot, little itty bitty cubes of meat, little strings of pasta, and we have some peas. Let me see if I can dig a pea out of here. I'll give this one a try. It reminds me and smells a lot like ramen. So if you've had vegetable ramen, it'll probably be pretty much identical. And it's always a positive sign when you bite into this and there's nothing crunchy. Noodles are nice and tender. The meat has a slight little give to it, a nice little texture. Overall, ramen pretty much is what it is. Well, maybe these do have more in line with regular IRP crackers. They don't have a little cardamom seeds in here or anything. And they are rather nice. Again, they're not savory, so don't expect any salt or anything on them. Let's try them with some honey. Now, I know with the honey, a lot of people have said that you can use this for the sweetener for your tea, or you can use it on your biscuits. It pretty much depends on what you want and how you want it. Again, I tried to soften this up a little bit in some hot water. It just kind of does what it does. Let's try some of this miad. And again, with the biscuits, if you always wanted to, you could always use them with your soup. Kind of make it a little crouton. Now, this is like a barley soup or a buckwheat soup because you can see there's really kind of pools in the bottom. But again, we got a few green things in there. Of course, we have more carrot, which is the theme for this ration. You can see it definitely is a hearty soup. Let's give this a try real quick. That's nice. It's a little salty, definitely has a green, leafy, vegetable overtone with a slight hint of the carrot. It's like the barley or the millet in the back of this just kind of adds enough thickening agent to it to make it really actually kind of tasty. And then it's got little itty bitty cubes of meat in here as well. See if I can show you one of those up close. And I have no idea what kind of meat. Beef possibly. But it's all nice and tender. So that's really good. We will try our sports drink or hydration drink. That has got to be about the weirdest drink I think I've had. Oddly enough, the thing that came to my mind as soon as I drank that was banana. How weird would that be? A banana sports drink? I don't know. It's probably, I don't know. Who knows? But that's what popped in my brain. Let's try some of our jam on our biscuits. Just try to make a small hole and look what happens. Excuse me, Mr. Spoon. Yeah, it definitely looks like apple butter, like in every other kind of ration that we've had. But it's always pretty good. Watching Emmy make this into a drink was quite entertaining. I'm going to give a swig of this tea. It's been sitting here for a while. I didn't put anything in it. I'm just going to drink it just straight how it is. I don't know why, but Russian tea always tastes good to me. Even this MRE stuff. Go figure, because some of the stuff we get in the States, man, isn't so hot. But I try some of their coffee, too. It's Nescafe, so probably not going to be much of a game changer. I like their other stuff. The one in the little, nice little brown packet. I don't know. I guess I'm just partial to that now. Well, everybody, this was a review of a Russian IRP-BS, or Special Diet Ration, used for times when you need a lightweight option to carry more chow, apparently. I know Steve has done one of these. Name Not Found has done a review on this. Actually, a really entertaining ration. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my soup, and I will talk to you all pretty soon. I believe my next review is probably going to be an ADF ration pack from Australia. If not, I have another Italian ration on the way. I know Steve just did one, but I've got a lot of making up to do for my first attempt with an Italian ration. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye.